beautiful viewers. How are you feeling? Well, I'm so excited today. I've got three amazing guests that is going to come and blow your socks off. So our opening video will play in a minute, but I wanted to ask you this question. Your emotional strength, is that powerful? Is your emotional strength so powerful that you are able to, whatever is in your vicinity or coming your way, that you can stop, take a breath, and then decide what you want to respond to? A lot of us are responding without thinking, especially if it's a difficult situation. But I do believe if you have your emotional strength inside of you, and you know that was one of your, can I say, weak points, to say without thinking, first thing is just to take a breath and then speak out. And in my case, I had to get another tool how I am going to respond if there is a difficult situation and you just want to say, and then you are regretting the words afterwards. I have managed to put my tongue onto my top of my palate. Just hold it there for a few seconds. And if it's there, you really cannot talk. And then take a few breaths. Calm myself and then say what I need to say. And sometimes you need to say, stop the lorry. I am not able to confirm what you are saying or give an answer. Then you say, stop. Can I come back to you? And then you turn around and you come back later when you are calmer. I hope that is going to help you. We're going to talk about your inner health, your inner strength. And I cannot wait for the ladies to answer some of the questions. And now I am ready to play our opening video. And just after our opening video, the guests will be in the house. Are you ready? I am so excited. I've got my glasses here. I am ready. Here we go. Hello, my beautiful viewers. We are back. We are back, and my guest is in the house. First of all, I want to put my sunglasses, and it's my Lennon sunglasses, John Lennon sunglasses. I want to say thank you to all my amazing Slim Soul members for your support and helping me to carry on with this amazing show. Because, my beautiful ones, do you know? We don't know what's going to happen in 1 hour. And that's the reason why I call it the Power Hour. With all the golden nuggets the ladies is going to share, it's going to touch your life in so many ways. Just before I ask my beautiful guests to introduce themselves, remember down in the show notes, let your fingers do it down in the show notes. You will have all of my guest details. And then you will also have beautiful Tina's book detail and also a link to buy her book because she was part of the Soul Diamond Author's Journey, our season one. Her book link will also be in there. So excited. So, my beautiful ladies, are you ready to wow the viewers out there? I'm going to ask Tina to introduce herself first, and then Christiana, and then Beth. And the reason why I'm doing it, Beth is brand new, first time on the show, and I hope you are going to enjoy it, that you wanted to come back some more. So, my beautiful Tina, please introduce yourself, and then can you tell us what inner strength means for you?
Thank you, Sanet. Thank you for having me on today, and to be here with Christiana and Beth is such a treat, and I'm so grateful. My name is Tina Lynn Fiore, and I'm a divine alchemist. I guide awareness through the sacred heart back to divine knowing. And I think that inner strength to me has become awareness. It has been a staple and a key through the sacred heart because I really believe that we're looking through lenses often that are broken, that are being um, viewed through constructs of confusion. And when we become aware and we regulate our central nervous system, which I'm so glad you talked about that in the beginning, and I know we're going to get more into that. We can see through the sacred heart, which is our knowing, our true eyes. And that's really what I want to share today and talk about today. I can't hear you.
I'm so sorry. I had to go and search for my orange love gloss today, and I didn't know I'm going to use it first off. Thank you, Tina. Thank you for all your knowledge. Thank you for everything that you have shared in the group. And my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, we are on the Diamond Beauties Forever Ladies group, and then for the Men Tanzanite Hero group. And then, my beautiful one, we had so many people that came back with your masterclass. It was truly, truly excited. So thank you so much for everything that you are doing for all of us and being amazing just as you are. Thank you. My beautiful Christiana, can you introduce yourself and tell us what inner strength means for you? But before you do that, I know now today is a very big thing for you, and not to go into what happened just before the show, but for me, you decided to stay on and continue with the show means that your inner strength is truly remarkable. And I really want to take my hat off for you. And I don't do that often. My hat off for you to say, you are amazing, my beautiful one. Thank you for being here. Please introduce yourself and tell us what inner strength means for you.
Right, you had to start off with that, okay? And I don't even have my box of Kleenex around. I love you, Sanet. Thank you. I am Christiana Carr, Christy Carr Superstar, your friendly, freaky ass, sweet grass water medicine woman. And I'm in Peterborough, Canada. I wrote a book called Begin Within. It's just a little poetry book with Book Leaf Publishing. And this here is my logo. I'm working on building a foundation, Begin Within Home Foundation, because this is what I'm trying to do is save my home that I'm in. And I just got some devastating news that I've been working on. And the show must go on. And it helps me, being here helps me build that inner strength to know these connections with such amazing, beautiful beings and beautiful souls out there. That keeps me growing, and that gives my inner strength. And well, what helps me is I would be nothing. That I give it up. Okay, it's Jesus. Take the wheel and let his strength is made great in my weakness. And so for me, that's what that inner strength is. It's not just my own, and I could not do it all on my own. It is those blessings that come to me from God through all you beautiful beings. And that inner strength. I'm here. I'm here because I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and this is how God has made me. I just received some very devastating news just before coming on. I was just in full on bawling, and Sanet asked me if I wanted to continue with the show. And well, I guess the Chrissy Core superstar part of me is the show must go on, right? That's just the old saying, the show must go on. So here I am, ready to grow. And this is what we do. We just keep growing, slow and steady. That's that
Thank
inner
you.
strength. It's not that loud roar. It's that quiet voice. It says, just keep growing, slow and steady. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sanet.
Thank you, my
Thank you, beautiful
beautiful
ladies.
Christiana, for being here. And thank you for everything that you are doing for the group as well. I had a coffee chat with two ladies in the last 2 weeks, and both of them have mentioned that your breadcrumbs that you are having every day have made such a difference. And both of the ladies, one is 2 months in the group and one is only a month in the group, and they say they remembered because that was something that they really want to mention. So I'm so grateful for everything that you are doing, my beautiful Christiana. So my beautiful Beth, you are amazing. And thank you for all your postings in the group. And we had such a beautiful coffee chat. So please introduce yourself and then tell us what inner strength means for you.
So I'm Beth Lynch, and I'm founder of Inner Light Teachings, which is pretty much my umbrella to all of my work as a medium, spiritual medium for 30 years, spiritual teacher, meditation teacher. I like to say my heart, mind, body, spirit educator kind of as well. I think that covers a lot, right? Tina knows me and she covers a lot of things that I do. And I am an author as well. I've written a couple books on these topics, but I really believe understanding, that inner strength is where the understanding our spirit, and our spirit is intuitive, creative, connected, compassionate. It knows how to communicate from higher space, and it is, eternal. So I believe that, one of my quotes is, in the light of your heart is the power of your spirit is in the light of your heart. And so when you tap into that inner light of your own heart, which, as Christiana spoke of Jesus, we see the visual of Jesus in the Sacred Heart, and it's in front, or Buddha talks about the light within. So I really feel that what I do is helping people get to that space. And sometimes it is through grief and loss of loved ones. Often it is. That's how I found this space and got to that strength. And also sharing mantras. I think everyone, just sending Christiana divine justice maybe sounds. I was on a little bit in the beginning, divine justice, divine intervention. Breathe it slowly, Christiana. Well, I'll do it for you. And, just do that all day, because this will play out. And I see calm water, and I hope that's okay to share with you, but I felt you needed and deserved to see it.
Beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Beth in.
You're
And that, Beth, that you see, I brought in the sunflowers for you.
welcome. And I always got to have a pair of kitties,
Okay, let me take a picture, ladies. Put on your
Oh,
glasses, my beautiful. Just quickly put it on. My beautiful viewers, are you also in the picture? Smile. 1, 2, Christiana. 1, 2, 3. There you are. Thank you, my beautiful ladies, and thank you, my beautiful viewers, for putting your sunglasses on. You are also in the picture. Okay, my beautiful ones. Now let us start with the questions. I actually was like, it was such a beautiful show today to prepare, because for me, inner strength have made me such a different person, because I had to let go of a lot of things. And my inner strength grew. The more I grow, the more my inner strength grow. And one of the things that I realized, if you can keep your own promise to yourself, man, oh man, or let me say, we are women, you're women, oh women, you can do anything. And that is my golden nugget. If your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. So my beautiful Tina, are you ready for the next question? I just want to unmute you. I'm sorry. When did you realize your emotional response were impacting your life? Impacting your life, sorry.
I would say, a lot changed for me after I went to Brazil. And I started to step into my own power, my own integrity, started to make decisions from my heart and not what other people thought I should be doing. And following my desire to truly find out more about myself. And when that happened, then a lot of my own consciousness shifted. And I feel like, being out of alignment, you have to be aware. If you don't have the awareness, you don't even know you're out of alignment. And to me, the most important thing in my teachings right now are the awareness of dysregulation in real time, because people are medicating dysregulation. People are taking antidepressants, they're taking things for anxiety, they're taking things for everything just so they can function in this world. But what they're experiencing is dysregulation. And when you're experiencing that, when you're looking through the lens of your dysregulation, you're seeing the world foggy. You're seeing it in reaction and not in creation. And so the most important thing is to be aware and come back into alignment as quickly as you can. And when I say that, I mean come back into what you really want to bring forth in the world, your true presence. And if you're not bringing that forth, make it a game, make it fun, watch yourself, observe yourself, and keep coming back into your own alignment. And when I did this, I started to see on whole other levels of consciousness. So that's when I first noticed. I know I kind of went off a little bit with that, but really stepping into my empower with my own integrity brought me into an awareness.
I love that. And I had to bring out the big glasses because that is how we need to be. Is just be have the awareness, and then if something is going out, put your big glasses on and just be. And I love the way that you said you have brought fun in your life. I must just tell you, my beautiful ladies, before going to Christiana, it's my little boy's 6-year-old Zayden's birthday, 6-year-old birthday. And my biggest dream was to be with him on his birthday today. Well, they are asleep now because they are in New Zealand. But when I spoke to him this morning and he said to me, Omi, my whole birthday. But the Afrikaans meaning of whole and the English, what I translate to you, is not it's not the same. So for him, it means his 6 years birthday makes him a big boy now. No more crying, no more tantrums, and he's putting his listening skills on. So that means for him, he has all the ability now to be a bigger boy. And when he said that to me this morning, after the talk, and we sang and we had such a beautiful time, my heart was so full because as a 6-year-old, he knows he has all the abilities in himself. How incredible is that? I was like, wow, wow, wow. And to tap into that childlike wonder, that is, thank you, Christiana. That was truly exceptional for me. So, my beautiful Christiana, is there some tools that you have brought into your life that helps you with emotional resilience?
Yes, yes. Oh,
Okay, I'm muted
music.
to my girl. It's okay.
Things like that, that laughter, little bits of that laughter that helps me build that up. And no matter how deep the sorrow, like I laugh until I cry and I cry until I laugh. It's just, that helps to move emotions through. And there's always like having a good cry, there's a good afterwards. After you have a good belly laugh, there's a good afterwards. So it helps to release and disperse lots of that energy. Music was the first thing that I had said. So music and laughter, those are two of my favorite medicines. So yeah, and then Natalie had sent this to me. I brought them out for the little picture. So those kinds of things. And I wanted to bring them out and say happy birthday to your little grandson. Although when this comes, it'll be past his birthday, but happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And I want to put on my alien glasses. And can you guess why I'm putting on my alien glasses? And I'm sure you are not able to guess, but can I tell you something? Every time
Because I'm
I
out of this
see
world.
you, yeah, that as well. But also every time I see grow, I think immediately about you because you always say you grow through it, or how grows you. So
Yeah,
there
how
is
grows it?
something, exactly. There's something that you have installed, not just in me, and a lot of us already. And through that, if I'm struggling and I was thinking, then I remember your words. You have to grow through this. So not only have that helped you, but through what you have shared with us, you have imprinted on our hearts how wonderful is. Even if you are going through something, you are growing through that. So I love the fun part as well. So thank you. And that's no alien talk. You can have fun every day of the week, every day of the day, if I call it
No
like
matter
that.
what's going on. No matter
Exactly,
what's going on.
exactly,
Mm.
exactly. My beautiful Beth, this particular question was set for you, and I just need to make sure I read the right one. If you just can give me 1 second. What is the difference between suppressing emotions and managing them?
Good one. Well, in our personality, and we could get all into psychology and stuff, but I'll stay in my lane. Um, suppression to me is more not facing it or using substance, as Tina tapped down, and my feelings on that, to suppress, to not feel, to avoid. But the other word was what? Manage them?
Yeah.
What was your word?
To manage them,
To
your
manage
emotions.
them, I think, is to a little bit what everybody's saying, be aware, reflect on them, know there are human experiences causing every emotion, including grief, which is one of the biggest ones that I work with people. But we have this natural ability in our own spiritual essence and who we are in the bigger picture, if you will, to cope with any human emotion. And I think with that awareness, like Tina said, awareness is so big because when we can be aware of that and we're taught that, it is amazing. And you practice it and you implement it and you treat it sacredly and naturally and cry when you got to cry and laugh when you got to laugh and, you know, have what you have to feel and trust the process of maybe nature, walking out in nature. I know when I have a busy day, I just go out barefoot, sit in the grass, take a minute. And I loved what you said, Sanat, about the tongue because I'm known to kind of, if you're helping a friend through something, I like that one. I might use that one. Because I get passionate about helping. So I hope that answers, but everything to me is in the power of your spirit. Just know your spirit is a very natural essence of your consciousness and you have to understand it. And, you know. Let me tap this really quickly. I facilitated a meditation room in the high school for 4 years prior to COVID. COVID stopped it because they couldn't be near each other in the room. And it was real low lighting, the oils diffusing, the music playing, and the kids would just come in as they could and breathe. I would get them just breathe slowly. And I'll never forget this one 6 foot tall football player came in angry, and you could feel his anger, but everybody else was in their zone. And he walked in, and he only had about 15 minutes. So I said, sit down. I got him breathing, and next thing I know, I watch his body movement change, and he's curling right down onto the mat. And all of a sudden, it's time for the bell again. And he waited for everyone to leave, and he stood over me, and he went, "Mrs. Lynch, where did my anger go?"
Wow.
Wow.
I could cry
Wow.
thinking this 6 foot tall, and I'm sitting in the chair, and I go. So I gave him a crash course on understanding breathing and allowing and being in a space where you can know you can diffuse yourself. And next day he came in with 6 football players. And yeah,
Wow.
he did. And just some of the things that the kids would say, and he goes, "Why don't they teach us this?"
I
Yes.
had to go and fetch my shark glasses. Look,
Oh, look. I
how
love those.
incredible is that,
I
my
could still
beautiful?
cry seeing his face. I hope, he implemented it and took it with him. And I know he did. I'm sure he did.
Wow. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for changing so many children's lives, my beautiful Beth. Thank
Oh,
you. Thank you. So, my beautiful ones, are you ready for the next questions? But I've got something special. So, one of my biggest dreams was to go to the Oz Museum in Kansas.
Mm.
So, somebody came all the way from Wyoming, and I know I don't pronounce it the right way that those amazing people pronounce it. And then she came all the way down to my sister state in Dallas, Texas. She took me all the way to Kansas. We went to the Oz Museum, and then we went to Denver, and then back to Cheyenne, Wyoming, where she lived. But anyway, I was at the Oz Museum. And this is the one thing I bought myself is the red shoes of Dorothy.
Dorothy.
It was one of my favorite stories when I was young and never knew how beautiful you just put your shoes together and then you are home. And a lot of us and a lot of you, my beautiful viewers, are looking for validation outside. You are looking for um, approval from the outside. But can I tell you something? If you can start and getting validation from yourself and also your self-worth changed by loving yourself unconditionally, then
Mhm.
you have your own ruby shoes on of Dorothy. You have your own shoes on. And anytime you're going through a stressful situation, tap your shoes. Even men, you don't have to have high heels, but put a little bit of shine on or some sparkles and put your heels together and go into your inner power. So the next few questions I'm going to ask is for you, my beautiful ladies, to help the viewers out there. So my first question, my beautiful Tina, what practice have you helped to build your inner strength?
Well, I just want to say everything you're touching on is stuff I'm thinking of. I love the ruby slippers. I think we're in a time, what Beth said, why aren't they teaching that? Because then you would know that everything you need, you already have. We're looking at the man behind the curtain, the
Mm.
wizard, all the politics, all the craziness, but the truth is we already know what we need to know. It's all within us. And so one of the practices that I use, honestly, is the awareness piece. It truly is. I make it a game every single day. When someone cuts me off in traffic, when somebody gives me a dirty look, I don't get much of that, but the universe is always providing opportunities for me to see the patterns, and to be aware of them. When you get to a point in your life where you're so unhappy and you're living what you don't want, you're exhausted, that's all your own inner knowing bringing you back home, truly home, so that you are the creator. You can create your life to be whatever you want it to be. And when we're dysregulated, when we have all of this distraction, all of these medications, all of these experiences that are telling us they're going to fix everything that doesn't even need to be fixed because it's already in its divine perfection. It's just about taking the breath, going back into the breath, into the sacred heart, and into your truth, which is already within you.
Wow, 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 wow. And what is your practice you are doing every day to be? And now you said awareness and you look, but what is there another practice that you all can bestow on the viewers that you use every day?
Well, I do that as a game. I do that as a game. So constantly assessing my own awareness by observation. So that is a practice that I've begun to do. And I use the 4 agreements partly to do that, which is by Don Miguel Ruiz. And also, I will be honest, every morning I do try to sit in meditation. I still my mind. I go into my heart. Instead of grabbing my phone, I go into my heart and I sit with my breath and I allow for any information that is coming to me for that day. I give gratitude for all of the miracles and all of the magnificence that is happening, for all of the people I will be serving that I know that will also be serving me because they are me, sitting in the oneness. So that's my call to action would be, don't grab your phone. Take a few moments, take a few breaths, and allow your own knowing to come in and listen, because you will hear it. You will hear it, and you will be guided if you take the time to do it.
Wow, I love it. And I'm so sorry, I'm asking you another one because I know that you can then stay as long as you can and then you are welcome just to wave us and then leave. But the next question I want to ask you, can you please share with us your golden nugget?
My golden nugget is be the love you want to see in the world. Embody what you want to see, because when you truly embody it, you can reflect it. And awareness cannot be forced. It can only be reflected.
Wow, beautiful. Are you ready for paparazzi?
I love you
Thank
guys.
you, thank you. Thank you, Tino. So, Tino, thank you so much for being here. I know that you are going to have a client as well, and you just popped in, but you are welcome to stay as long as you can, and then you can just wave for us, and then you are welcome to leave the studio. So now I will be going over to Cristiano. Cristiano, how does emotional strength influence a relationship?
Mm.
And that was particularly for you, my beautiful one, because it's a strong question.
Okay. Am I unmuted? Okay.
Yeah, I'm so
Wow.
sorry.
All right. Just stick it to me, why don't you? Okay. Well, as you were saying, it's that resilience that we build inside ourselves that we're not looking outside for that. Because when we're dependent on that outside for emotional regulation, for anything that we have within ourselves, that's going to be a loss. It's going to be a deficient. It's not going to feel fulfilling in any way. And that could be taken away. But when we build that up in ourselves, then it isn't dependent on anybody else. Nobody can take that away.
I love that.
So we're not going to be getting into relationships just to have a warm body there, just to say I'm in a relationship. We're in them because we choose to be in them, not because we feel we need to be in them. So it helps us get past that. We're all needy, okay? We're human beings. We all need each other. But to help us not feel needy and like a burden, we build that up and then we know I'm okay on my own and I'm getting into relationships. It's not to feel completed because I'm already complete as I am. It is in that complementing energies and what's that other one that I say? Complementing and I can't, it'll come to me, but it's something that you're not looking for completing energies. It's complementary energies. So that's what I think when we build that up in ourselves, we're not looking for it out side, and then it will be okay. I'm in this because I want to be, not because I'm driven by old patterns or anything like that, not because it's familiar. It's because I know who I am and what I want and what I need. I know how to get that for myself or give it to myself. So this is just, it's complementary, and I do the same for the other one. I don't know, did
I
that
love
answer
that.
it?
Yes, I love that. Thank you, Cristiano. So, Miley Cyrus is singing a song, Flowers, she gives herself flowers
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and she can hold her own hand and she can write her name on the sand. So now when that song was coming out, I was in New Zealand. That's almost 2 years ago. And then my grandson Zander, he's the oldest one. He asked me, Omi, I said to when the song was playing, heard the song. I said, "Oh, good for you, Miley." He said, "Omi, why is it good for her? It's stupid." He said to me. And he said, "Omi, I know I'm not allowed to use the word stupid because stupid is like a slang in New Zealand. The children are not allowed to use that." I said, "I
Mhm.
understand, my darling, but what do you mean? You can. Why can she not hold? Why can she not buy herself flowers?" No, she can do that, but you cannot hold your own hand. I said, yes, you can. Yes, your hand. There's your other hand. Put your two hands together. If you have got both hands, you can hold your hand. He said, but now he said to me in Afrikaans, he said to me, yes, like Omi, maar jy's slim. So I'm going to translate it. He said, my goodness, but not goodness. It's a beautiful word in Afrikaans. My granny, you are a very clever granny.
Oh.
But I explained to him that way that if you can be happy in your own skin and you can
Mm-hmm.
love yourself unconditionally, then you have the ability to love anybody else. And he loved that explanation. He loved, and still today, it's like Miley Cyrus' song is almost 2 years old. And still today, he will remember that. We talked about it the other day because we had long chats. And he will say, Omi, I told another girl at school, she mustn't cry all the time. She must start loving herself. And do you know what I told her? I told her the mirror must be your best friend. The mirror.
Yeah.
Just go into the mirror. And Omi, I asked mommy if I can send you a link for the mirror, and I send it to the lady. She is like 10 years old and sent her my video where I told everyone that I can start loving themselves in a mirror. But my beautiful ones, as a child, you can give somebody hope. It's remarkable. So I love your answer, my beautiful Christiana. Thank you for that. And my last question to you, my beautiful Beth. And I think this is going to be a heavy one. Okay. This is the one because I had to skip a few because we were talking about self-awareness and so I have skipped a few questions. So this question, how do you recover after reacting in a way that doesn't align with you, who you are, but not you pertaining? Do you have advice for somebody out there? How could they recover? Because most of the time you are so saddened because with what come out here you cannot pull back.
Hmm.
So how can they recover from that, my beautiful Beth?
Yeah, that's a very powerful question. And I think maybe honoring that you're human and that maybe you spoke from more of a place of fear and vulnerability. For some people, that's crying. For some people, that's anger. Everybody has their own places. But every thought you have about this experience or communication that you did, obviously with someone else, you know, step into what you could have learned about it from yourself. Why were you reactive? And then maybe there is an apology necessary, and be honest with that apology. It's you're doing it from your heart, and you can't be concerned if it's not accepted. You have to know that it's between you and the divine or the universe or God or whoever, and be okay with that. And be okay with that. And then then do this. Like you showed us. That was so good. I love that. Yeah. And laugh, and sometimes you got to laugh, but usually something like that is, it's going to be with the people closest to you. Sometimes it's with yourself. Are you doing that to yourself? How hard are you on yourself?
Exactly. I loved it. I remember the first time I thought I need to do something because I cannot have a fight with my husband again over the same thing. And I went, but like this, and he said in Afrikaans, "Wat gaan aan met jou? What's going on?" I said, I was too scared to take my tongue away from my because I was so, and then I started to breathe, and then I said to him, "I'm sorry, I cannot stay with you. I cannot look at you. I have to go away and come back to you because I'm very angry at the moment, and we're gonna go in circles because this is now going on too long. So I have to step." And before I wanted to continue talking, I thought, "No, Sanet." Because now I can see he's getting irritated, and now if he pulls his face like this, then I want to, So I just, and then I went out of the room. Thank you, Tina. I often use it, but not as often as in the beginning of what I try with the group, and all my amazingness. That I knew that's my purpose, but my family has to adjust and come to where I knew already that I was. If that is an explanation, because that was direct translate out of my own language. So my beautiful Tina, you are still here. I would love you just to quickly tell the viewers how can they get hold of you and how you are serving the world, my beautiful one.
Thank you. You can reach me at soulenergy.com, and it's SOULENERGEE. So not a Y, but two E's.com. And I am on YouTube and Instagram, and just started Substack if you want to read any of the knowings that I'm receiving. I also do one-on-ones, just consciousness sharing. So I would love to hear from you and work with you. And so grateful again to be on here with you, Christiana and Beth, and always Sanet. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful Tina. My beautiful Christiana, can you please tell the people how can they get hold of you and how are you serving the world?
Well, I'm still building on things. I'm slowly building on the LinkedIn. I am on the YouTube, Begin Within Guidance with Wingishni Bay, Majeki Kwe. That's my original channel on the YouTube. I also have another one called Crumbs, Begin Within Journey. And then I'm on the Tickety Talkety at the Daily Crumb. And that's what I do. It's a daily crumb. Every day it's a come as you are, take me as I am, Kaya Tamaya, I like to say. And it's just me sharing a little thing that we could do every day for self-care, and it's about beginning within, and it's along my journey too. So it's healing for me, and I've just been sharing that. Silence is abuse's biggest ally. So that was my way to keep my voice out there, to keep speaking up, because I know I am not the only one. And when we come together, that's how we make those changes, and we grow together.
Exactly. Thank you, my
Thank you.
beautiful Christiana. My beautiful Beth, please tell the viewers how can they get connect with you. But just before you do that, my beautiful viewers, remember, down in the show notes, just click down in the show notes. My beautiful Beth. Yes, exactly. I still don't have a remote. That's one. My beautiful Beth, please tell the viewers how can they get hold of. And I love your email address. I just love your email address. You can tell the people your email if you want to. But when I saw it the first time, you made me so happy when I was reading it. I thought, oh, that makes me so happy. So please tell the people how can they get hold of you, and tell them how are you serving the world.
What my website, probably the best way, innerlightteaching.com. And when you go to that and you put your little email address in, you'll get 5 free meditations that you can start using to devote every day, 5 minutes to 30 minutes. I highly recommend the tree, but there is 5-minute ones on there. Focus concentration one, great for the kids. Tina, are that topic, right? Get the kids listening for 6 minutes during homework, whatever. Anyways, so my website, I'm on the social media platforms as Beth Lynch Medium 444 as well, and that's all on my website. And just I offer services virtually as well as in person if you're in Florida. And, I've been doing this for 30 years, helping people connect to loved ones in spirit, helping people with intuitive consulting, helping people with, energy alignment, inner light awareness and things. All my classes are all on my website. I could go on and on. And thank you for this opportunity and, just this connection that has been made. And Tina and I know each other from way back. So it's so an honor to have watched you expand and evolve and share what was in there bursting to come out. You're really amazing because I've known you for many years and, more is just an acquaintance first. And it's great to know you, Christina. I'm going to go follow you on TikTok. I should go
I'll
out.
follow you back.
And thank you, Sanet, as well, for all you do bringing people
thank
together
you.
because it's a movement.
It is a movement.
It's a movement.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my beautiful Christiana and Tina. Oh, thank you. Let me take a photo because that's for me. Look at the balloons. I love it. I love it. So, my beautiful Christiana, what is your golden nugget?
My golden nugget is today's tears of sorrow water the seeds of joy for tomorrow. But we don't have to wait till tomorrow to feel the joy in today.
Wow. Are you ready for paparazzi? Here we go. Wow. My beautiful Beth, can you give us your golden nugget?
The first thing that comes to me is just understanding that in the light of your heart is the power of your spirit, and to understand what your spirit is, because it's fabulous. It's fabulous.
I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi?
I'm ready.
Yeah, here we go. Well, I have managed to take some photographs as well, but could not get the flash, my beautiful ones. I'm trying. So thank you so much. I know, Tina, you need to go. So my beautiful ladies, will you have a dance with me?
Yes.
You're gonna dance? Okay.
Thank you. My beautiful viewers, let me just cue the music. But before that, my beautiful viewers, thank you for the time that you are spending with us. Thank you for your reaction and all your feedback. Also, thank you for your glasses and dancing with us. So may we ask, will you have a dance with us? They said yes. Here we go.
Oh, we gotta put our glasses. Okay.
Woohoo! Cristiano! Woohoo! Tina! Woohoo! My viewers!
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.